Hey guys, it's your girl Loren and I'm back with another video. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for constantly coming back. Let's get into today's video. So today is Friday and I'm dropping baby boy off to school, and I've been having him riding his scooter to school lately, just to get him in the groove, just to have a little fun in the morning and not have him all snobby going to school, because he does have some mornings where he doesn't want to go to school. Like, he'll wake up and be like, I don't want to go to school, I want to stay home today. So I'm like, let's ride your scooter and get him in the groove and just let him be a kid. Listen, growing up in Jamaica, I didn't have these luxury. As a kid going to school, it was either walking to school with my grandpa or getting towed on a bicycle by my grandpa. So I didn't have these luxuries, and the fact that I live in America now and I have children of my own, sometimes I just look back at my childhood and I'm like, it wasn't the best and it wasn't the worst, but I would just like to give my children a little better childhood growing up. So after I dropped them off, I ran to the supermarket to grab a few things from my kids' WIC card. So if you live in America or in New York, is this thing called the WIC program, where whenever you have kids, it's not because you're broke, it's not because you can't afford it while you have it. It's, for example, if you have children when you just giving birth, but you normally get it before you give birth to your children, where you're able to get like healthy food and fruits, healthy drinks and stuff like that for yourself while you're pregnant. And after the baby is born, they add things for the baby like milk, Infamil and stuff like that for the baby, and still have a few things on there for you as well, until after I think you hit 6 months. Then you no longer get it for yourself, you only get for the baby. So I went ahead and grabbed all the things that I needed from their card, not everything off the card, but a few things. And here I'm trying to get some sweet condensed milk, right? One of these milk is for almost $5. Don't forget taxes, okay? But one thing about me, when I go to the supermarket, I never miss the Caribbean aisle, okay? I'm gonna always be in the Caribbean aisle. So I got me a tin mackerel, and while I'm there, I came across condensed milk on sale. So like, you know what? Let me put that one back and grab these two for $6. Why not? I wanted to try the other ones, but I never had Jamaican coconut milk with, the condensed milk like that, and I didn't want to get it and I didn't like it. But I think I'm gonna go back and get one just to try it to see what it's like. I went ahead and grabbed two kidney beans, in which I do get off the kids' WIC card as well. So every month I get two bags of red kidney beans. It could be any beans of your choice, but I picked the red kidney beans because hello, I'm Jamaican. But I have a lot of those stored up in my house, so I just get them every month, and as you can see in my vlogs, I use them for my rice and peas. So I went over to the freezer aisle and I was trying to get some snacks for my son. When it comes to snacks, like something to make really quick for him after school, he's very picky. He doesn't really eat any and anything. So I grabbed what I need from the supermarket and I got back to the house. It was super cold outside. It was like 20 degrees, feeling like 12. It was super cold. So I went ahead, I got me some cheese, the condensed milk, some avocado, some bananas. I got me a little Jiffy blueberry cake mix and some scallion because we was running low. And I got a bag of tangerines because he loved oranges. But we had oranges last week, so I got tangerines instead. The supermarket didn't have much fresh fruit, so I didn't really beat myself up. So he wanted me to pick him up from school today, and I did. So I picked him up, and we went back to the supermarket again. We needed things for dinner because we didn't know what we was going to make for dinner. And like I said in my previous vlogs, we done ate everything, so we just didn't know what we wanted. So I was going to go with this Applebee's inspired meal that I always get when I go to Applebee's, the Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp with mashed potatoes. So I went ahead to grab some potatoes. I already had like 2 or 3 under the cupboard, but I needed more. But look at y'all friend, he's crying, y'all. Crying because I didn't have a quarter to get him a gum from the gum machine, y'all. Listen, every time we go to the supermarket, he has a meltdown for a gum from the gum machine. So I went ahead and I grabbed some chicken breasts. They didn't have the small ones, they just had these big old giant ones, and I didn't want too much because my son doesn't like white meat a lot, and my husband does not really like white meat a lot. I'm the only one that does, so I didn't want to get too much and just had too much white meat in the house, and it wouldn't have gotten eaten on a timely basis because they're not a fan of white meat as much as I am. So I went ahead and I got me some potatoes, and I went ahead and I grabbed the chicken breast. So now, y'all, I went to the other freezer to go pick up the shrimp. They didn't have the exact one that I wanted, but when I picked up one to say I was going to give that one a try, it was only like 16 pieces of shrimp for $25. Listen, best believe I put it right on back, because I'm not paying $16. I'm not paying $24, basically $25 plus tax for 16 pieces of shrimp. Yeah, we're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. I could go to the fish market and get $24 for more. I could get $24 for more than 16 pieces of shrimp from the fish market, but that's past me, because I put it back. I wasn't going to buy it, okay? I wasn't going to buy it. So we got everything. We got back to the house, and I started prepping dinner. Hubby was playing with the kids. They were just talking about how school was. He just liked to have his own bonding time with the kids, and I so love it. Sometimes I sit back, and I just admire him as a young dad, just having fun with his two children. And I just find it so beautiful, and I feel so proud of myself every single time to know that, you know, I have a little family. I'm not just like a single mom. No judgment on single mom, because my mom was a single mom for me and my sister. And I just hated like not having a complete home sometimes, because it used to be so difficult with just my mom having to do everything. And then sometimes as the older sibling, I had to sometimes step up to like help out my mom, which I don't regret. I'm glad for that, that I got the experience to do certain things and learn certain things. But I'm just glad that I'm able to have a home for my children and a good environment for them to live and grow up and experience a household where they have both their parents. Even if down the line, me and their father, separate, at least they could say they grew up at some point with both their parents in the household. So I'm glad as a young parent, or as a young mother or a young adult, I'm able to provide that for my children, me and my husband. I just love to enjoy watching them and just seeing them happy. Like, sometimes I don't care if it doesn't bother me if they're yelling and screaming or everything, because truth be told, when my kids are sleeping, and my son is at school and my daughter is sleeping, I feel so bored. I don't have nothing to do. I just sit there, I scroll on my phone if I'm not working, or I chit chat with hubby, or I just go to sleep. But once he comes home, I have something to do. I'm proactive. And there's something in me. Whenever he's coming home, I'm so excited. But once he gets home, I'll be like, oh my God, he about to give me all this talking. But I don't mind it at all. Like, whenever my kids are sleeping at night, I look at them and I'll be like, yes, I made it through the night. I made it through the day and I survived. And they just look so peacefully sleeping after they done tore the house apart. But I wouldn't change it for the world. But so for dinner, like I said earlier, I was going for the Applebee's inspired recipe for the Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp with the garlic mashed potatoes. But in the process of cooking, I changed my mind and decided to do my own thing. So as y'all could see just now, I had my chicken breasts. They were very big, so I cut them in smaller pieces. Also, so they could fit my countertop portable grill thing that I have, because my grill is very small, like a little small countertop thing. So I cut them also so they could fit on my grill and not be too big and bulky, and so the heat could penetrate right through it and not just on the outside to make the inside raw and the outside like burnt crisp. So I went ahead and put them on the grill and got them started, and decided to heat the oven up to make my blueberry muffins. Oh my God, they came out so good, y'all. I was very nervous because it's my first time making them. I made the cornbread one before, those came out good, but it's my first time making the blueberry ones. So I was excited but nervous at the same time how they would have came out, but it came out really good. They didn't rise as much because I think I put a little bit too much in the pan, but I just wanted to put all the batter so I didn't have to make a second batch or make too much and it wouldn't have gotten eaten. So I just went ahead and tried to like pack it all up in the little thing that I had. So they didn't rise as much, but they still came out really good. As I'm currently doing this voiceover, I already ate 3 of them, and as you can see, I only made 6. Listen, they were good, and the blueberries inside of them were so soft and good. They almost tasted real. But yeah, that was dinner. I went ahead and popped that in the oven for 13 to 15 minutes, and they came out so golden, pretty. and I couldn't wait to eat them. So I went back to check on my chicken breasts, and they were coming out really good. So I went ahead and I didn't cook them for too long because I did plan to put them in the oven to like help give it that little, I don't know. I was going for to keep it crisp how it was, but also to dry out the inside a little bit because hubby kind of like his meat a little bit dried out because he doesn't like anything raw. So I was trying to make sure that the meat was not raw and it was cooked properly. I went ahead and I did my roast garlic. Instead of doing garlic powder in my mashed potatoes this time, I decided to do the roasted garlic. And y'all, the house smells so good with that roasted garlic, y'all. It smelled so good. And I went ahead also to do some string beans on the side. I haven't had string beans in a long time. So I went ahead and cut up my string beans, got them boiling. And I'm going to go ahead and cut up my red skinned potatoes to do the garlic mashed potatoes because that's what they used at the Applebee's. So I went ahead and cut those up in small cubes so they could boil a little bit faster. And for some reason, I felt like I wanted some rice on the side. And I was like, that's too much starch. But I could never go wrong with some yellow rice, the Spanish one in the box. So I popped one of those and added a little bit of extra white rice to it just to give it a little bit more body because it's not much that comes in the bag. So I wanted to add a little bit more extra rice. So I went ahead and added some of my jasmine rice to the pack of yellow Spanish seasoned rice and gave it a little bit more extra rice to it. So I went ahead and got all that together. And y'all, I felt like today was the first I ever cooked dinner so fast. It took me probably like an hour to make dinner. Probably like an hour and 15 minutes, a little extra. But while I was making dinner, hubby was giving the kids a bath and just getting them ready to eat dinner and just play around because it's Friday and just do whatever they want to do until it's time for bed. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue cutting up my potatoes and continue to finish dinner. Alright, so I finally took the last batch of chicken off the grill and I was done. As you can see, I plugged it out. Let me tell you guys, this little grill is very portable, but sometimes it's a headache and a hassle, especially when I'm trying to clean it. It's very difficult, so I'm gonna try to purchase a different type of grill or countertop grill that I could use that is way more easier to clean. I'm gonna insert a picture above. So I went ahead and make my sauce. As you can see, I used some jerk seasoned marinade, the Jamaican brand, some barbecue sauce, and some honey. That's my chicken. Instead, I decided to cut up the chicken breast into little strips and added my peppers and everything. This is my mashed potato with some heavy whipping cream and my roasted garlic inside. And oh my god, y'all, I tasted it and the garlic just gave it this wonderful aroma. This beautiful aroma. Like, it smelled so good, y'all. So my kids was being them. They were being themselves. But my son, he wanted some tea and my daughter wanted a bottle. So I went ahead and made her a bottle and made him some tea. One thing about my son, he's never gonna say he doesn't want some tea. And he has this thing where he doesn't want to leave the house to go to school unless he drinks some tea. Okay, he's gonna cry for some tea and he will come back to remind me, Mama, did you make my tea? Mama, can you make my tea, please? Yeah, so dinner was basically done. I would say dinner was literally basically done. And after I boiled my string beans, I sauteed them with a little bit of onion and garlic powder. And y'all, beautiful. They're so good. That's how we enjoy them, sometimes with a little bit of butter. And I'm trying to get my son to eat string beans, but he just not a fan of them. He would rather like carrots and corn and stuff like that, other veggies, but he's just not a fan of the string beans. I'm not gonna force it onto him because he is still a baby. Y'all, oh my god, can y'all believe I'm about to have a 4-year-old in April, in next month? I'm about to have a 4-year-old, and then in July I'm gonna have a 2-year-old. I still can't believe this. I still can't believe my little chicken nuggets are getting so grown up. My son is about to go to pre-K, and then baby girl, she's not in daycare, but next year she will be going to 3K. I still can't believe this. Oh my god. So here I am taking my mashed potatoes out of the pot to put it in a container, to put it to the side a little bit so I could wash up all the dishes. Yeah, one thing about me, I wash up and clean up as I go. As I could see, the cutting board, almost everything, the spatula, everything that I use, the tongs, everything that I use, the knives, I wash them after I use them. I just try to clean up as I go because I just hate to see a messy kitchen. Whenever my kitchen is dirty and I need to make something to eat, I kid you not, I have a headache and I get upset and irritated. I don't do anything anymore. Like, I just like to see a clean kitchen. So I was basically trying to take everything out the pots that I cooked and put them in plates and plate them up and put them on the countertop so I could wash all the pots and pans, just so whenever we are done eating dinner, is not any pots and pans to be washing or anything. As you can see, here I am with this grill that I just told y'all that be giving me a headache to clean. So here I am trying to clean it and making sure no water don't get into the parts where the wires are or anything like that. If it does, I'll just leave it to sit out for a while so it could dry, so it doesn't cause any fire or anything of such sort, so everybody could be safe. So I went ahead and cleaned that up and got it out the way because that was the most difficult part of my night, cleaning that grill. The little seasoning and the meat and everything that was stuck on there. I had to make sure I clean it really properly, so when you close it and put it down and reopen another time, it doesn't have any smell. So I made sure I cleaned that down really properly and got everything all cleaned up. So I went ahead and put everything in plates, cleaned the stove down and everything, and I was ready to just sit down. Hubby kept asking me, do you need help with anything? Do you need me to help you with anything? Super mommy me, as always. No, I got it. But he still stepped in and helped me out regardless. He helped me to do a little bit of vlogging. Some of the angles, he set up the camera for me so I didn't have to keep washing my hands to move it around. Well, not the camera, my phone. But I am going to purchase a camera, so you guys going to be getting more better quality videos. I'm going to also purchase a mic so you guys could start, hearing me a little bit closer. So sometimes I'm not going to always do voiceovers. I'm going to be also talking to my videos like I used to before, but I stopped because I was using my phone audio and it was very low and it sounded too far for some people. So that's why I started doing voiceovers. So dinner was already done. It was time to make our plates, and baby boy, he wanted to make his plate. So I was giving him a few. He was playing with dad and his sister. So he was just having a little bit of fun, telling daddy he wanted to make his own plate. Don't mind their hair, y'all. It's the weekend. It's going to get washed either Saturday, which is tomorrow, or Sunday, and get their hair done for the brand new week ahead. So he wanted to make his own plate, but he really wanted to make his plate so he could eat the mashed potatoes because he really liked it. He told me it was so yummy. He just didn't enjoy the potatoes having a little bit of skin inside of it. So that part he was not a fan of. Yeah, when I turned around, this boy was gone and tell me, Mommy, please finish it. Boy, what? I thought you said you want to make your plate. But I went ahead and made his plate. He told me that he didn't really want much because he did just have tea, so his stomach is a little bit filled and he was eating before this. So he just told me, Mommy, not a lot, just this much, just this little much, Mommy. So he was demonstrating with his hands how much food I was supposed to put on his plate. And y'all know me, I like to make my little special sauce sometimes. It does have some little seasonings inside of the bottle that comes from the jerk sauce marinade thing. So it kept clogging the hole that I put on the water bottle to pour it out on top of it. Don't come for me out for putting my sauce in a water bottle. It is clean. It's from what I just used. So I washed it out and put my sauce in there. I'm going to purchase something off of Shein or Temu to put my little sauces in or something like that. Y'all, I live on Shein. I live on Temu. I be buying my kids clothes from Shein. For little summer outfits. Yeah, you can never go wrong. No, I'm not cheap. I just like to spend on a budget sometimes. And I just think that they're cute and what's wrong with buying something cheap and cute? It's the same thing as buying something expensive and cute. So, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find some cute little accessories for the kitchen and cute little decors from Temu or Shein. And I'm gonna also do a haul on those when the packages do come. So everybody's food was plated and I was just ready to eat, y'all. I was happy with how it came out. And even though I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, this was still delicious and my family loved it. This is the final product, y'all. I went back and added the string beans to hubby's plate after I realized I forgot it. How did I forget it? I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget to turn your post notification bell for every time I post another new video. See you in the next video. All right, bye.